How has the conception of victory evolved over time?
I would ask, how do we understand victory today? And my wager is that we don't really. When you start asking questions about what victory looks like in the context of current military actions against IS, what does the Islamic State, what does it mean to degrade and ultimately destroy the Islamic State? How would we recognize that when we see it? What would be the metrics or criteria for success in respect of victory in such a struggle? If we look at the war on terror more generally, the issue becomes even more cloudy. You can quote somebody like Donald Rumsfeld, one of the key authors of the war on terror, who, well, I won't say gleefully, but who admits that they have no notion what winning means in respect of the war on terror. They have no metrics to determine whether victory is being achieved or not. This is largely, one imagines, because the contemporary armed conflict takes place on an amorphous battle space rather than a clearly demarcated or delineated battlefield where you can observe two armies duking it out. Contemporary warfare allows no such clean endings, and it becomes very difficult to discern what counts as victory in such contexts.
So could you further explain the problematic nature of victory?
Well, I would say there's three issues that we need to think about when we think about victory in respect of contemporary warfare. In the first instance, victory is a very fuzzy, vague notion. Like pornography, we think we'll all know it when we see it, but when we start trying to define it, it becomes very, very difficult. And we start proliferating definitions that come with tactical notions of victory, strategic notions of victory, operational notions of victory. But bringing it all together is very difficult to say what constitutes victory to court. The second is, slightly at variance with that victory is also at the same time a very overdrawn or overdetermined notion. It's symbolically powerful. We all know what victory means. It's resonant. It means planting the flag. It means building a trophy. These notions are quite powerful in political discourse. So at the same time as it's a fuzzy, ill-defined notion, it's also a very powerful one. The third point, and I'll just mention this very briefly, is a certain degree of squeamishness or sensitivity about how we use victory in relation to modern warfare, which of course equates to mechanized slaughter. How can we talk about winning modern warfare? Nobody wins Guernica. Nobody wins World War II. Everybody loses, it's just we all lose to varying degrees.
What is the connection between victory and just war?
Well, the connection is that the two are, at least speaking for just war scholars, is that just war scholars have by and large ignored victory as a concept, as a category of analysis. They vacated that field and left it to strategists like Clausewitz and his followers. However, when you dig a little bit deeper, you see that the notion of victory does feed into just war thinking in quite a pervasive way. I would like to argue, in fact, that the notion of victory is both integral to, but also in tension with, the just war idea. It's integral to or essential to the just war idea insofar as one doesn't wage a just war to lose, one wages a just war to win, by definition. At the same time, it's in tension with the just war idea to the degree that victory inspires an eyes on the prize at all costs mentality that discounts temperance, restraint, and limitations, all things which are otherwise supposed by the just war idea. So the two, as I would see it, or I would see the just war idea as relying upon, but, or I would see the notion of victory as underlying but exceeding the notion of just war.